happened with this? What happened with this? What happened with this? Hold on. My microphone is not plugged. What happened with this? It's not this. Hold on. My microphone is not plugged. What happened with this? It's not this. Hold on. My microphone is not plugged. What happened with this? It's not this. Hold on. 1, 2. All right, testing. 1, 2. Testing. Testing. How are you guys? All right, testing. 1, 2. Testing. Testing. All right. I am back. How are you guys? Juan, how are you, mate? Yeah, I mean, I had a great time with my family at the beach. I really had a great time with my family at the beach. I'm not, I'm not a big party people. I just like to be surrounded by people that I love, you know, and that was what I did. It was good. 41 years old, mate, and going strong. Yeah, all right. So my mic volume is super low. Hold on. How about right now? All right, this. How about right now? I think we're good, right? So, yeah, bank holiday today in the UK, but we are going to talk about what we can do today. I mean, where the opportunities lay out and everything. But first, have you seen this crazy thing? How Bitcoin fees have exploded today because there's a congestion in the in traffic, I think, something like this. Um, I don't know what to tell you, man. You should turn up the volume because I am at max, at max. All right, so um, yeah, insane. This Bitcoin thing that's going on, right? Mm. All right, so I'm going to talk about some possibilities here in the markets. I'm going to talk about gold. Going to talk about Yeah, we're going to talk about gold. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, but because I do believe that we might get a very big opportunity here. How are you, William? Good morning to you, Ellie. Hello, RW Bugs. How are you? And London is in the fucking house. IT Gaming. How are you, mate? And Kamal. Uh-huh. All right. So I do have a coupon, a 20% discount coupon because yesterday was my birthday. So I'm going to give you guys a birthday present from me, if that makes sense. Right. Hi, how are you, Charlie? I'm just gonna go, get a glass of water, right? And yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I am looking at here in gold. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm looking for longs in gold. And after that, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Maybe we get a very nice entry from today's, dip because of what happened on the congestion side. Happy birthday, mate. Hope you make lots of money this week. Thank you for the wishes. But I don't focus. My focus is not on making money. My focus is on making the best decisions, which last week was not the case, sadly. But it's fine. Charlie, it was really? Was it your best birthday yesterday too? Well, happy birthday to you. But you know what? I'm gonna need a screenshot of your passport because I don't know if you're telling the truth. I'm just kidding. Happy birthday. All right, so I'm gonna go get a glass of water, and I'll be right back in 1 minute or so. So don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. Yeah, Roman. Well, Ron's birthday is tomorrow. All right, let's have a look at this market. Let's go first to the 15-minute chart. Now, all right, so a couple of things here, right? A couple of things. First of all, let's have a look at what has happened, right? To me, this market is still bullish even after this, massive break of all of these lows. Now, let's look for inefficiencies in the market that have been filled. Here's one. Of course, this is the 15-minute chart. It hasn't been filled, if you notice this. This 15-minute imbalance has not yet been filled. So, that, my friends, is the zone where I am looking for longs. Now, having said that, we are looking at the 15-minute chart, and remember, I take my entries on the very low time frame. So, but of course, that I need to look at. To me, the 15-minute chart is a high time frame chart. So this is just liquidity being created. Now, this is going to be. I'm not going to place any trades today, guys. Bank holiday on the UK, no volume. So And because of, what I do is I hunt volatility. So when there's no volume, the edge of my entry model decreases a ton. But I'm going to be prepared for, pre-market, pre-market, New York pre-market, right? So let's go to a 5 minute chart. Now, the Asian session range, right, is still in play. And we have, the London session range, which is, let's call it an inside range, right? Now, what I see here, again, a ton of liquidity to the upside and to the downside. I made gold sales on 2023 and take profits and stop loss on 2031. Um, I don't know. I mean, I can tell you that, that would be financial advice, and, uh, you know, um, I'm not licensed to give financial advice, right? And, even if I were, you're not my client for me to give you financial advice. So if I were to give you financial advice, or if I were to tell you how to manage that open trade, and it ends up, profiting tons more, you could in fact legally sue me because you're not happy about that. So when it comes to your open trades, you do you. Ryan, I'm looking to go long GBPUSD. Yeah, also was looking at the pound US dollar, and I was looking at the pound yen. So the reason that I was looking at the pound yen is because of this. If we look at the Japanese yen, I mean the Japanese yen is very, 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 very bearish, right? This is a 5 minute chart, but if we go to the 4 hour chart, um, yeah, it has been super bearish, this market. Even if the long term in this market has been super bearish, we have made money, on both sides of the market. So the Japanese yen broke with the Asian session lows and broke with this low, right? And this was a clean break. So I am looking for sales on the Japanese yen. So where would I take those sales? Let's have a look, and let's look for some inefficiencies in the market, right? And the breaker. Here's the bearish breaker right here at this imbalance, which is where I am looking to take some shorts on the Japanese yen. Of course, this is the Japanese yen basket, and I don't trade the Japanese yen basket, but because I'm looking for shorts on the Japanese yen, I'm gonna go to the pound yen, maybe, or the euro yen. The euro yen has been cleaner than the pound yen, and again, here it is. Because I'm looking for shorts on the Japanese yen, right? I'm looking for longs on the Japanese yen market. On the markets that I trade the Japanese yen on, which is the euro yen and the pound yen. So I'm looking for a dip on the euro yen of about 35 pips, or minus 0.24% move, and on the Japanese yen side, looking for, on average, the same move. The reason that I'm not looking at pound yen longs to trade the short side on the Japanese yen is because, one, this market is super strong, right? And right now, it has been quite choppy. And to be completely honest, I don't have a setup here. What I like about the euro yen is that we have a clean break of the Asian session highs, and if we look at the pound yen, we don't. This is, a fake, not even a breakout. So my entry long on the euro yen would be here. Around the 148.83, stop losses below the Asian session lows, and targets. Let's have a look at some targets on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to target the London session highs. I'm going to target the next area, of liquidity, or um, or the next imbalance in the market on the same time frame. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? So should be. Let's have a look. Yeah, in fact, here, this high, this would be my target. And this would mean that my trade would yield around a 3.67 R, which I am good with. So placing this, you know, um, placing this, buy limit, in just a few minutes. What I need to look at is this. It's very possible that you know n- nothing is given when it comes to trading, right? hmm Sorry, I was drinking a sip of water. Nothing is given when it comes to trading, but um, what I look at is the probability of success of this setup, and more so actually this high. I'm sorry. And more so, yeah, I look at the probability of success of this setup and the risk to reward ratio that it could yield. And this setup, in my opinion, prints money, you know, over time, even if this particular trade stops me out. The reason that I'm telling you this is because should the Japanese yen, let's have a look at this. Should the Japanese yen rally above the Asian session highs, which could in fact happen, right? Um, because there is also a ton of inefficiencies here, above. Actually, this one has been already filled, but if the Japanese yen rallies above the Asian session highs, I will get stopped out on this euro yen long. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to give up on my euro yen long idea, because if you look at how the Japanese yen market is trading, um, rallies, or let's go back a few, you know, uh, rallies on the Japanese yen are great rallies towards those inefficiencies, are a great, great, great sell opportunity in such a weak market. So that's what I'm looking for, if that makes sense. So euro yen, yeah, looking for those shorts. We are, let me see on the 5 minute chart because I'm going to go to my MT5. So 148, 140, I'm going to call that 148.20. Oh boy, hold on. Mm, 148.20 is the pound yen on the hourly. Euro yen. Euro yen. Here, here it is. All right. Hmm. So here, let me see, 148 and 84.5, 148, 84.5, exactly the same level. So my entry is 148.20, 148.82. Stop losses below the lows. Target at 149.90. Right, let's place this. See, it's a 20 pip stop loss. I am going to risk 0.25% as always. And again, I always forget to log into my risk calculator to see why it's not working. And every time that I remember is because I'm live with you guys and about to place a trade. But you know what? I'm gonna eyeball it. 0.8. So 148. 20. No, 148.82. Stop losses. Below these lows, 148.60. 60, and the targets at 149.90. All right, so uh, exactly 0.25%. Loving it. Um, yeah, it's a nice risk to reward ratio on this one. Really, really like it. All right, I'm gonna send this to my up here. All right, so new VIP trade, first trade of the week. I mean, first, um, hold on, new order of the week. It's on the Euro Japanese yen, and I'm gonna copy paste as always. You know the levels because I am dyslexic. So it's a buy limit. Super hot here today. Maybe because I spent the entire weekend under the sun. Yeah. But you know what? I mean, I'm Latino. I should be able to handle it. Yeah. My brown skin should be able to handle it. All right. First order off. Risk is 0. I think it's a little bit much because I'm down on my account. So it's I think it's 0.28% to be exact, which is fine. Um, yeah. What do you guys think about this one? I'm gonna send it to the free group too. You know, let's start. Let's start with a free signal. Yeah, I do like a ton this particular setup. All right, so yeah, sure. Let's have a look at this pound US dollar. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Let's have a look at this pound USD. All right, so um, I'm gonna go to a 10-minute chart so I have the entire price action that I want to look at in front of my eyes. Now, first thing that I see here, this was on Friday. Um, crazy setup. I'm sorry, setup. Crazy setup. Crazy, insanely good setup. Liquidity sweep. That this is what I trade liquidity sweep right into. You know, this massive order block. I bought in it, of course. Um, then we have a break of the highs. Now this confirms the upside in this market. Again, here we have a break of the highs. And what I dig about this, I mean, Juan's possible trade, is that, oh shit, I don't here. I thought that I sent the signal to the wrong group again, but no, I didn't. What I dig about this possible trade is this, you know, we didn't have a clean break of you know, the Asian session highs, and then we had a break of these lows. Now, all of these lows, again, just liquidity, and here we have a breaker, right? But for me, I need to go to the lower time frames. I'm gonna delete all these lines, hold on, little drawings, to find the correct, you know, place where I would, in fact, go long. Now here, this is the previous broken highs, which haven't been retested. Now, this setup could take a while, to develop because normally what I would see here is price breaking with the Asian session lows, taking out this liquidity, but here we would see some kind of a bullish, you know, a reaction. Again, weak players trying to buy the retest of the previous broken highs, creating more liquidity, right? Then, hold on, I'm going to delete this again because I want to show you exactly, what I normally see in this particular scenario. So what I normally see is this, right? A break of these lows, boom. Then a price coming back towards this inefficiency here, and then the big move to the downside. Why? Because here two things are going to happen. Breakout traders are going to go short here. Stop losses normally are going to be here, and then weak long players are going to go long here, and very possibly stop losses below these lows, so around this level. So what's going to happen is that this bullish reaction is going to take out, this weak short. Then it's going to mitigate this order block, which is why possibly we'll be looking for shorts on the pound yen. Then it's going to take out these long players. And the reason that I would look for shorts instead of longs on the pound US dollar, I'm sorry, is because to me, looking for longs, if this plays out as I'm telling you, right? Looking for longs here, if this plays out as I am describing it, would be in fact counter trend trading, right? Would be trading a reversal. So, what I would look here, or what I'm going to look for, is price taking out all of this liquidity, right? Coming back here, and then if we get this bullish reaction, I am going to go short here. I'm going to go short exact where? Here. Here is where I would go short, right? With stop losses above the highs and targeting the lows, right? This is a long, a long, tool, but you get the idea. But right now, I wouldn't go short because the structure of this market is still, for me, too choppy and too rangy, right? I do need that, a bearish breaker or bearish move below the Asian session lows to confirm, the direction, or the short-term direction in this market. And here's where I would grab those shorts. That's my opinion. That's what I will be looking for. Hello, a male. All right, so that's the only tool. I'm actually going to tag this and put on an alert right here. Right, so this is going to alert me should price break with the Asian session lows for me to look for shorts. And that's it for me. I'm actually not looking at gold. Look at these chop bands. I'm not gonna trade metals today. There's no volume. Japanese yen. If we get that rally, that would be awesome. And that's the only thing that I am looking for. Still, how much? It's only, 36 pips to my entry. And if you're not a VIP, the code to get a 20% discount is May 7. May 7, and all you have to do is go here to get it. 20% discount for the monthly subscription, and that's it. All right, so you have another question on some other markets that you know. Oh, we're gonna have a look at Bitcoin before I log out. Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Now this is crazy, right? And you know what? I didn't. I mean, I don't trade Bitcoin myself. You know, but the reason, how much time should we keep an order open to work or to be invalid? That's a great fucking question. You know, some traders have, time stops. If the order doesn't get filled within a given amount of time, they delete it, right? Myself, I don't do that, right? Um, in this particular case, I'm going to take this particular scenario, to explain my thought process on this. Right. If the euro yen continues to rally and breaks with these highs, that doesn't invalidate my trade idea. That doesn't invalidate, you know, that wouldn't make me delete this buy limit or this pending order, right? Now, just two things would, in fact, make me delete this pending order, right? Um, price coming to my target, of course, and that's about it. Because to me, it really doesn't matter, if price continues to break, the previous highs and print higher highs and higher lows. It doesn't matter, right? Because all of, I mean, here's the thing, right? If price continues to print higher highs and higher lows, um, without a strong move, a volatile move, all of this, and more so if it's like this, right? This is just liquidity, right? So I would expect, that liquidity to be taken out, you know, price coming back to this inefficiency and then seeing the move to the upside. Sometimes some trades, right, with this entry model in particular, price could in fact go 10 pips, 15 pips from my target, and then just crash, come here and hit my target. So two things, right? If price hits my targets without filling my order, I'm going to delete it. And also, if um, the break of these highs is highly volatile and more inefficiencies are created here, that would in fact make me delete my order, not because my trade idea is invalid, but because the edge of this particular trade setup goes down. Good morning, good morning, Mateos. All right, so a quick look at the Bitcoin. A quick look at Bitcoin. So this is insane what's happening with Bitcoin, right? So I was talking about this, right? And the only reason that just a second, guys. The only reason that I realized that there was a problem, with the Bitcoin network, let's call it, is because uh, I have a very small Bitcoin transaction. I bought some Bitcoin. Um, on a Bitcoin ATM here. I live in El Salvador. This is Bitcoin country, right? There's Bitcoin ATMs all over the fucking place. Because I needed, to buy Ethereum to pay for some transaction fees or gas. I don't know how you call it, right? On some tokens that I'm buying, and I did that. How long ago? 8 hours ago, and the transaction hasn't even initiated. So I started to Google what if the Bitcoin network was down, etc. And there's a monumental spike in transactions. So what I understand, right, is that there's like a hold on, someone explain it to me. There's like a traffic jam on the Bitcoin network on transactions. There's a spike in transactions, right? So I don't understand. And also, this spike in transaction fees is going to eat up all of my fucking Bitcoin transactions, and not going to be able to buy, that Ethereum that I need. So having said that, that's why, I looked or I had a look at the Bitcoin chart. So I had, possible longs for the swing trading group around this level, right? I'm going to be exact. I'm going to show you actually. So, what was it? Was it on the 5 minute chart? I don't remember, but hold on. Yeah, here it is. So I was targeting this inefficiency, big ass volatile move. Um, this setup is just so good, but I didn't take it. Because because of what's happening right now, right? So very possibly, um, you know, what I trade is very technical, right? It's very technical. So when there's something that is driving the market down towards my entry zone, but it's this massive. I'm not going to take the trade because the probability of my zone not holding is quite high, and this is what happened, right? But this was a very, very, very good entry area for Bitcoin longs, and my idea, was actually this. Yeah, this. And I would have been stopped out on a 6R. Now, having said that, why don't we have a look at, you know, um, this lower spike? And then I'm logging out. Yeah, there's nothing here that's, attractive for me. Remember what I trade is volatility. So what I look for is actual volatile moves, you know, um, that create inefficiencies in the market, but also that break with long-term structure or mid-term structure for me, right? This was it. I would have been stopped out. Of course, that I could in fact place my stop losses lower, but in my mind, right, as I said, if price breaks with these lows, which was the range that I was looking at this range right here, right? This is a no trade range, right? I don't trade breakouts either, right? So what I do is I wait for the actual breakout, the reason that I don't trade breakouts is because you can never know if it's going to be a fakey, right? A fakey, just like this one right here. So I need the structure to actually break for me to get a signal on direction, right? Second, look at the order block and that massive inefficiency that created the breakout. This is my entry area, and in this particular case, it was a very, very, very good setup. But like I said before, because of because of the reason why Bitcoin is going down, I didn't take it. All right, so I'm gonna log out. Someone asked me to look at the Aussie US dollar. I don't trade the Aussie, but I can have a quick look at it. But you know what? I'm not going to do that just because, I just hate that. Matthew, I don't know if you're new here, but if you want me to look at a market, you have to tell me what you're looking at, right? If you're looking at buys, if you're looking at sales, what your setup is. If you can send a chart, that's much better. But you know what? Not your personal analyst. I just hate that. This is this is not. I don't do this um, to give you free analysis or so you can make a trade decision based on what I'm going to say. The reason I do these shows is because, yeah, one, I love the interaction, and two, I mean, in order to keep on going, I need the interaction. I need a smart conversation um, with the person that asking me the question. So what's your bias? What are you looking at? Why are you looking to trade that side of the market, etc. So yeah, I'm not going to look at the Aussie USD more so because I don't fucking trade it. So that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna wait for the U.S. session or the pre-market in the U.S. session. Nothing really exciting right now in the markets. Only the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen has been moving since the Asian session, and again, breaking with the Asian session lows. I just need that pullback for me to get short with my long order on the euro yen. Um, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna look at U.S. equities just yet. Because yeah, there's no volume. So I'm gonna go back to bed. It's 2:40 a.m. here. Going back to bed, and I'll be back. Probably will be live again today later, right? Pre-market to really look for some setups. If you're a VIP, I'll update you on that euro yen. If you're not, there's a discount code, 20% discount code. The code is May 7th, and it's on the chat. Cheers.